Hello and welcome to News Laundry Interviews. Today we have a very special guest on a very special occasion. Bejwada Wilson has just won the Ramon Magsaysay Award for 2016 for asserting the inalienable right to life of dignity. The other Indian awardee is Karnataka singer T.M. Krishna in the category of culture and arts. Welcome to the show, Mr. Bejwada. Congratulations from the team News Laundry and all our viewers.
Thank you.
Your Magsaysay citation reads, Bejwada Wilson has spent 32 years on his crusade, leading not only with a sense of moral outrage, but also with remarkable skills in mass organizing and working within India's complex legal systems. And this is important, that manual scavenging is not a sectarian problem. You are addressing all members of society because no human being should be subjected to this inhuman practice. Society itself has to be transformed. On my way to this interview, I read a fantastic piece where it said, the least you deserve is the Ramon Magsaysay Award. You deserve all our time and attention. So here we are, Team News Laundry. Tell us about your journey from Kolar gold mines to Andhra Pradesh and your discovery of your own parents' profession. How did that affect you?
See, I am from a place called Kolar Goldfields, that is in Karnataka. So it's a gold mining township, and the township also has a history because it has almost 600 Britishers stayed there, and they call that as a Little England. And that is the town which is electrified in India first, after the Tokyo or something in Asia.
Okay.
Because the gold mining, they have drawn the electrification from the Shivasamudram hydel power plant.
Right.
Good history. So we are all proud of our own town like.
Yeah.
And I got, at least in my childhood, I can feel something proud is my city. Because my parents and their occupation, all those things can't make me too so happy. Or something, the house and all where I lived can't make me more happy, because it is in such a condition, very small and very like this. And we had some cows or something, some cat, something goat or something. That was my good friends, like that was my this thing. But the town which I hail, that was really is an amazing town, which makes always more proud of the town.
I think our listeners would love to hear about actually how you discovered your parents' real profession.
That's what when I'm feeling certain things good, certain things that, the childhood, so all of a sudden when we go to the school or here or there, somebody start making some kind of a mockery or something. Somebody, I can't mention or brand as a mockery, but the children, they start make fun.
They called it Thoti.
Thoti. They call me Thoti.
And Thoti is?
Thoti is like a bungie or the scavenger or something like, very clear word. So I could not understand why they are all making all those things. So I used to come back and ask my mother, why everybody is laughing by seeing me. And they are talking something which I am unable to hear. And later stages I am hearing, this is the word, that is the Thoti. What it means. She said, nothing to worry, this is not regarding you or anything. They are talking something else. You are over unnecessary hearing all those things. So she want to protect me from the actually this kind of a whatever is happening.
Yes.
The social reality. But the social realities of this country will never allow you to forget.
Absolutely.
So here even now India, many talk, where is the caste? Now the caste has gone. There is no discrimination. There is no untouchability. See, that the privileged people can say that, but the Dalits cannot forget. You will never allow the Dalits to forget that. Likewise, I experienced personally. Then later, one by one, I realized that the city which I am so proud, where my people were actually cleaning the human excreta in the dry latrines. Then I started thinking why it is. Then they said many reasons. Then counter arguments and all, many things happened many years.
We heard a very interesting anecdote that you actually tore up the employment exchange enrollment form and you faced caste prejudice over there, and that was your first interaction
That is a personal
your
one
identity.
level. Yeah, so I went to my brother after my 10th class. First to fourth I studied in a school that is the scavengers school, because everybody is scavengers. Then when I went to the fifth, I have to now start moving or mingle with others also. That is the real world. So there I found very difficult, and then I joined in one Tamil school, and after few days, language problem, I can't read and write Tamil, so I get dropped. And I went to the Kannada school. There also I got so difficult to cope. Then immediately my parents and my brother, he said that it is a better you go to the Andhra and cross the border. Just for us 29 kilometers, if you go, there is
from
a Kuppam.
Kolla. Okay.
Kuppam is another town. There the Telugu schools are. So I joined there and I studied in the social welfare hostel. Then from there again I came back to KGF after 5-6 years. Saturday, Sunday I used to come, but I never spent much time here. So after 1982, completion of my 10th class in Kuppam, I moved my hometown like KGF. Then I have seen the other world and my world. So I started comparing. So everybody is something different. Our people are like this. Why? So the why has made me to so disturbed. So I have to find my own questions. Nobody is asking questions. So I started asking questions. Nobody is giving answers. Then I have to develop answers also. That was the very terrible time for me.
So when this was happening, had the Manual Scavenging Act already been legislated?
No, that is 1982 I am talking about.
Okay.
That time nobody has felt about the manual scavenging. Then 82, 84, 85, then I felt that we have to do something. Then I started speaking about that. So many used to say that don't talk much. My own brother who worked 18 years in Indian Railways and gold mining township as a scavenger.
As a scavenger.
Yes, a scavenger.
And your parents were also?
My parents and
They also worked in public
yes,
sector enterprises?
Public sector. And many, all our, we have separate sweepers colony where I lived. So that colony, everybody morning we go to the sanitary office, is our office, and we come back like everybody. And we also from the childhood we see that while the going, coming like. After some time we come out of the schools, normally we get dropped. Then later we also follow the same path to go to the sanitary office coming back. And this is then a routine. So we started thinking about how to break this. So how we can come out. So many efforts in educational, some special coaching, like I did along with the many things. And efforts, how much we put, really we cannot count so much, because we have enough time. We have nothing to do there, small place. So 24 hours thinking, it is like a mad, just thinking. Then
it weighs you down.
Yes.
This, the complete contrast between
Two.
your family and your colony, the
Yes.
the living conditions and everybody else around, and a town that you're so proud of also at the same time. Do you want to tell us more about the Manual Scavenging Act, the specifics? I understand there was a amendment in 2013 from 1993 and rehabilitation was added. We would be particularly interested to know the specifics and your role in it also.
I have forgotten to tell you that is, then we went to my brother after 10th class taken to the employment exchange.
Yes, you have to tell that.
Yes.
That's
So
the
we
story
went to
our viewers would love to
We went to the
hear.
employment exchange. So in the employment exchange, that clerk, whoever is there, he has taken the application and asked the passport size photographs, and we have given, and birth certificate or the school certificate, something for the date of birth and address, and we have given everything. And he has enrolled and given back the card back. So I asked my brother what for my name is enrolled. He said that they have enrolled, we can't understand that, because they put the code numbers. There is in employment exchange, they will not put for what job you are, because there is different categories of the different jobs under one category. So they will put that XX14 like something Roman.
Right.
So they put something. So I asked, what is this? Then he said that, oh, he has written. I asked that, you ask him. And he said that we both were talking, and he said, what? I said that, what for my name is enrolled? He said that we have written. I said, what for you have written? I want to know.
What job?
What job you have written my name? He said that your job. Then said, what is my job?
What is my job? Yeah.
And your people, everybody is only one job. What job? So he said, my brother, you explain to him. So my brother said that they might have written something like our job. No problem, we will, after you join, then we can make the changes, like after transfer we can recommendations or something you want. Then I was not listening to my brother. I went back to him and I asked, what for you have written? Is it for the sanitation? He said, I asked what for. He said that, what is my job? I asked. He said that, oh, you don't know that your job. Then I said, is it the sanitation? He said, yes. Why you have written? He said that your address says that you are from that locality, Sweepers Colony, in my address. He said the Sweepers Colony people will do the only this, what else they will do? I said that, how can you write like that? I started arguing. He said, you talk to your brother. And I came and I asked my brother, what is this man is doing like this? And I went to the school and I want to go to college. And but this condition, how can I go again taking bucket and other? He said, you no need to go and take the bucket, and others are also started passing. I said that if this is the job is available to me, I don't want to do any job and whatever. And I made a
tore up
and I thrown
form in front of everyone.
Everybody.
So that was your first encounter with the curse of your birth, the
yes.
curse of your address,
Yes,
the curse of your
yes,
birth. I think our viewers would love to know, what is exactly your job? What is this job of carrying night soil on your head?
See,
Can you explain?
Actually, all our people, we had a history there, that I got the letter also from the management. It says 114 years the gold mining township has an history of having this dry latrines. And we are in the process of converting the dry latrines into the flush out in the phased manner. And we are converting, that is the letter.
So
which
dry
means
latrines have to be manually cleaned.
That is the 114 years history. So many generations we migrate and we are all doing that. So actually there was a big latrine like this. Inside the walls there is no commodes, there is no partitions, there is no footrest. Nothing will be there. It is just like that. And there is some 2 footsteps they will keep. So there the people will use. And somebody has to come and remove that every day with the bucket or the basket or something. And they will bring that human excreta outside the toilet, and there will be some pit. So there they will dump everything. The next day or the same day afternoon or something, the tractor will come with another tanker, and they will take this and load into the tanker this whole human excreta. And the tractor will go outskirts of the city and they will dispose it. This is and they will sell that human excreta as a manure, and that money also added as a revenue for the company. Then this is the total process. It is a happening, and I have seen that also many times. But I never seen that the scavenger is cleaning. Like I know that everybody is cleaning, and I had many stories, many kind of narrations by our own relatives, my mother's brother, my father's eldest brother, and my father who refused at point of time, I don't want to do, it is an vomiting like that. My brother who fought against, I don't want to do, and he got punishment, then he went to the again, and he learned the driving and he want to come out of that. And the government has not changed his job profile as a driver, but he used to tell everybody, I am a driver. And when he goes to the morning to the roll call, he has to be on the queue of the sweepers line, not on the drivers or somebody.
Right.
Driver's line is separate.
Right.
So he has two different kind of images about himself. So when he is there in the office, he is a scavenger or the sweeper, and they will some overseer or somebody supervisor get some anointed. So they will say that you have to clean, and so they will give the bucket and he has to go. Like, and they used to come and explain, and when we are all there. But the irony is when somebody is narrating, all others will laugh about that. Nobody will get angry. Right. And I could not resist that why everybody is laughing like. And certain times I also laughed. I too don't know why this is.
So when did that outrage come? I mean, tearing up was an act of outrage. When did that anger come?
About my personal life, which I have seen, which I cannot. And as really now, as a 50 years old, whole my life is, only one thing is, I don't want to accept myself as an untouchable. I am as a human being as others.
Right.
So that is a struggle. So you can, when you compromise, you will lose your strength to fight against.
Absolutely.
So I could not tolerate actually. It is not compromise or anything.
So there was a normalization of this state of living, which you had to sort of tell yourself and everybody else
Yes.
around you that it's not normal.
Normal.
This is completely constructed. It's constructed
Yes.
by the society, and we need to start questioning it. Do you want to tell us about how the Safai Karamchari Andolan came about, and the movement, the numbers, statistics right now?
See, actually there again I will go back to the town. So there I have seen the people when they are cleaning. They challenged me. They were most of the people they drink. So when they are all drinking, I used to start thinking why you are drinking and spoiling the whole family, and children can't go to the school. You make the whole family atmosphere so bad like. They started questioning that if you don't drink, then how we will clean the shit. Then I said that women also cleaning the shit, they are not drinking. What is this nonsense you are talking? They said that women also drink in the night, you don't know. Somebody make their point strong like.
Right.
Then I said, no, I know that this woman, she is not drinking. This woman, I do. Like, I am building my arguments. They are also building their arguments. At a point of time, one or two people, they said that, they challenged me. You come and see what I am doing. Later, if you say that what I am consuming, drinking is the wrong, I will stop. Then I said, chalo, go, let us go, wherever. Then we went and I started seeing that. That was the turning point in my life.
The offensive smell, the dehumanized
they
work.
jumped into that, they lost the bucket, and to get the bucket, they jumped into the pit and taking out, and I could not tolerate it. I felt just crying like, and I asked them to throw them, shouting everything. Whole 3-4 hours, it was a big fight with them. I said that you can't do this. Then they said this is the livelihood. I said it can't be a livelihood. How it can be the livelihood? Then
When
they
you were
said-
taking away the dignity of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem here is the slavery or whatever it is, the discrimination and whatever the untouchability that they made as a livelihood for the people. So when they fight against that, they have to pay immediately their food for that. Whatever. They have to starve. That is the harder the society
The
we
price,
have built.
yes. The price.
So
of-
there I got so shocked. I said that no. Then my question is only we are few when compared to the whole population of the India. When all others are living without doing the scavenging, why can't we? That was my first, because I had a very limited knowledge. I have not studied any universities or anything research.
You were self-taught in English, and you did your graduation from Open University, right?
I did. I never studied English or Hindi or any other language as
As a formal
I
education,
just
yeah.
speaking and everybody speaking. I am also speaking.
Self-taught,
I follow
yeah.
this. Yes. Likewise, then there was a big fight with them, and some women who are there that day, they came and they supported me. They said that what he's talking is the correct. That has given me a courage that somebody is at least from the same group. They are saying that what I am talking is okay. Otherwise, I had deep to my heart that the doubt. I am just doing, not even a single person is responding
Absolutely.
or supporting. So maybe what I am doing is the correct or not. I
Right.
think that I am correct, I will go like this. But there is deep to my heart, there was a bit skeptical about how then the women came and they said, what he is talking is the correct. Then I felt, you tell me that, is it I am doing is correct or not? She said, yes. I just holded her and I said that you tell everybody, not me now. I am a very
So
small.
your first allies were actually women from your own community.
My own community.
Because in campaigns and in popular movements, iconic movements, a lot of literature has been written about the importance of followers, the first followers, not just the leader, the first followers. So your first followers
No,
or
she has the
colleagues
leader.
were...
That Pichamma and all,
yes.
I know her even, and she died.
Okay.
And I can say that she is the first leader. She
Okay.
stood and she said that this is correct, this is the way we go.
And
Then everybody
what
said
we
that
are-
how? What are you talking? How we will, where we will go? Office, what we will answer? Where is the bucket? And she said, okay, no problem. You chodo, everything you leave. You just think what he is talking.
Right.
That is most important. And he is a small boy. And he is coming and crying. He is not crying for himself. You please listen. You are all fools. Like she has a capacity to abuse them. And she has a capacity to lead. And she turned the whole this. Then I felt that and I asked her, you have to tell everybody.
Right.
Then we
So
moved.
what year are we talking about? When did the
Maybe
Safai
85,
Karmchari?
86 or something.
So again,
that is
before-
no Safai Karmachari Andolan. It is just like that.
Okay.
Then later 90s, I have started thinking about the Ambedkar, because 90s.
When did you start reading Ambedkar?
1990 is the year of the Ambedkar centenary year celebrations. So during that time, lot of material, and there was
Literature.
a cycle yatra by the Dalit organizations and some organizations called Dappu and all, some Samakya, Andhra Pradesh Vyavasaya Kulila Samakya, like so many organizations. So they organized the cycle yatra. So I joined under 30-40 days, I don't know how many days, cycle every day, night, day and night going. So there I started reading and thinking about the Ambedkar, talking about the listening about the Ambedkar, understanding about the Ambedkar. Before I could reach Hyderabad, it has changed my whole life.
So that validated your outrage about
Outrage,
what
and
was
another
happening to
thing
your
is,
people.
before that I had in somewhere that an anger about my own people, why they are not
Yes.
listening, they are doing something
Not
wrong.
reacting.
Not reacting, why? Then after I said that they are not actually, they are the victims of the whole. The system is the main enemy, where the society is the enemy, and there is a social order, there is a caste, there is untouchability, and that is the root cause for all this problem. They are just victims. That when I understood, then I felt myself that I felt in my deep to the heart, I must apologize all these people whom I cursed. Deep to the, I never abused as such. And I went and I said that I can understand you. Go, reason.
You know,
then the people started coming to me.
Right. Your response right now just reminds me of an iconic line in City of Joy by Dominic Lapierre and Larry Collins. They write that in a slum, a Santa Claus is worse than an exploiter. An exploiter forces you to react. A Santa Claus demobilizes you with his gifts. I think your not seeing the reaction was what was outraging you. So much of indignity, and still there was no reaction. However, there was no Santa Claus. It was all pretty exploitative also. So it was worse than what we read in City of Joy. Tell us about the Manual Scavenging Act, the prohibition of Manual
Then from
Scavenging
there,
Act.
that 90s, we started making this as an issue, writing the letters to the Prime Minister, Chief Ministers.
You have been writing also saying
yes.
the public offices, the government offices
Everywhere.
and the dry latrines that
We
they have.
understood that this is the, we have to fight through the government.
Absolutely.
We can't fight
So
directly.
you
with
use
them.
the instrument of the
Instrument
state
of
to highlight the violations by the state
state.
itself.
And the constitution as we started respecting. Before that, I don't know the constitution and all. We know only the pledge which in the school,
Right.
India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters. That we know. But more than that, we don't know. Then we started thinking about all these things, constitutional, what it is, equality and equity, what is the difference, how it is, fraternity, what is the revolution, why it is, all these one by one. Then it is an ocean of the things we have to actually learn. In this process only, we started understanding people more, and people started loving more. Actually, after Ambedkar entered into the movement, then the people started coming to the movement, because they felt that they are also as a part of this whole. Before that, we felt we fight for you, like before old some NGOs.
So this is actually what Ambedkar had said: educate, agitate, and organize.
Organize.
You saw it happening organically
yes.
in this movement also. Educate, first educate, then agitate and organize.
Yes.
People organizing themselves and all.
Then they will fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then Ambedkar's many words that this chariot I have brought up to here. If anybody you have the capacity, you can take it forward. If you
Right.
don't have the capacity, you just leave there, but don't take it back.
Absolutely.
So like the many words of the Ambedkar and all these things has given a tremendous inspiration. Then the 93 Act. So 93 Act, before coming, our efforts very little, and we are representing, going, talking like this. 92 S.R. Shankar and all others. And before that, in the Kolar Goldfields, Dr. Y. Moses, Anand Rao Samuel, and the Dr. B.S. Rao, all those people, other than the community also, they were there with
So
me
you
to
got
support it and
S.R.
asked me to
Sankaran,
write. I can't write letters in English. Somebody will write letters for me.
Right.
Somebody will say that. And another thing is, all these people whom names I mentioned now, they used to started telling that when I just like that I'll come and sit and this happened, like I narrate. They said like, how beautifully you are talking. So I said that what beautiful, I am not talking any beautiful. Why they are saying like this? So I started recognizing there is a value when we are talking like.
Right.
So first time, before that, when we talk, everybody, okay, the time is out, you get out and go do other work like, you know. So these people, they started giving the new direction for the Andolan. Listening also and making me to understand the things in the social order. It is not just getting anger and I want to go and beat this person, I want to blast this,
channeling your anger
whole anger into
strategically,
the vehicle like. Then 92 S.R. Shankaran and Paul Divakar, those two, they were there, and we were, 92 Shankaran got retired from the government service.
Right.
Then he said that I am also free. So I asked him, so Paul also said that you be the president of Safai Karmachari. He said that I can't be the president or chairperson, but I will be with you. I said, sir, no sir, not like that. You be the chairperson. He said, no, I will be with you. I will be, don't worry, I will be with you.
Do you want to tell our viewers about S.R. Sankaran? He
That's
comes from that breed of rare bureaucrats who...
He is the rarest among
extremely public spirited and thought the power should be used with empathy and not to be abused and not to pull strings and throw power around and all.
He is the one of the person who influenced me a lot, and actually he believes the constitution. He said that you just implement whatever there in the constitution, that is the more than enough to bring the social revolution in the country.
Right.
So the India no need another revolution, and he is also a bit radical. By seeing, by talking, he is a very soft like, but by thinking and all, the thought process is very radical. And he started actually giving the strength to the movement. And he said that the word, I will be with you. I have not taken that as a, because we have a capacity to understand very formal words. I will be your president. Oh, great. If somebody says that I will be with you, I could not understand. But 2010, 92 he said the word, but 2010 October 8th, when he died, I understood till the last. He said that no for many movements, no for many organizations, no for the Supreme Court also as a commissioner, special commissioner. He said, no, I don't have time, I cannot do this. He said no to the government for all assignments after his retirement. Now he has not taken anything. But he never said no to the Safai Karmachari Andolan.
So no to all the positions of influence, but yes to something as transformative.
That's what I said. He said that I will be with you. The word with you, the meaning and the experience, 18 years he was just with us. And he used to come to our office here, he used to sit here. Nobody believed that we know the Shankaran like.
Right.
So
for our viewers, we are recording this show in Bejwara Wilson's office, the Safai Karmachari Andolan office in East Patel Nagar, Delhi. Wilson, I have also heard you in the last 1 year being very skeptical of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. You've said that how it has only unleashed a selfie fever of celebrity photo opportunities, and it is actually giving a body blow to the narrative of Dalit emancipation that your movement and many other movements are doing right now in India. You've also talked about how most of the selfie photographs by celebrities in the line of ALS Ice Bucket Challenge has been more or less primarily like with dry leaves, dry waste, and with a long broom, and primarily photo opportunities and reducing everything to a photo opportunity. But you've also been angry about what it is doing to the Dalit emancipation movement. Why don't you tell our viewers your skepticism and concerns about the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan?
My concern is actually the sanitation, it is a responsibility to everybody, that's okay. I am also happy for that. That only thing is what we have done, the Andolan, all these years in the country and many all well-wishers, we made and the whole world and to the India and our citizens to believe that sanitation is the caste based. And the women who are cleaning, they are cleaning not because they want to get the one roti or something. They are cleaning because it is a caste based, and it is because of the untouchability.
Right.
So this to understand this country, we have invested almost 30 years.
Right.
So after 30 years of investment, all of a sudden Prime Minister coming and saying that this is a sanitation, we are all cleaning. And next, just soon after the launching, that I have seen all the clippings and everything and all the statements. Nowhere sanitation worker is there in the Swachh Bharat. Only the leaders. So sanitation cannot be the leaders are doing every day. No? Somebody is doing. What happened to them? What is their welfare? What actually their children? Why they are continuing the generation to after generations? This they have not addressed and they have not mentioned.
So let me understand this. A Swachh Bharat Abhiyan without talking about the living conditions and working conditions of the sanitation worker, who've been doing it forever, for generations, is a non-starter.
And second is about the caste. Right. So they have just delinked the caste, and just soon after this program, and Prime Minister and everybody started, even he went to the America or somewhere and all, he started telling that everybody is cleaning. It is not the Dalits are cleaning. Is it the true? Is the Prime Minister cleaning every day? Is the all other leaders who cleaned on October 2nd, after that nobody cleaned, somebody is cleaning in this country.
Absolutely.
So we are fighting for that actually, and we are highlighting it as a caste issue. We are highlighting it as a patriarchal issue, because the majority scavengers are the women. Right. So we are asking you how to address the issue of the caste, issue of the patriarchy. If you don't address this, you cannot address the issue. So all of a sudden they came and made everything, now everything is fine. Everything is fine is there is a word like India is shining like. So everything is fine. Now in India everybody is cleaning. We are all cleaning. So everybody started and asking that your work is over now. India in everybody is cleaning. If it is the fact, I am the first person could have been so happy. Right. But it is not the fact. Even the day we are talking, 2 lakh women cleaning the dry latrines across the country, particularly in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jammu Kashmir. These are the major states.
This is as of today.
As and today.
So which essentially means that 23 years after the legislation of the Manual Scavenging Act prohibition, there are still people trapped in that profession, right?
And for the people who actually working, they courageously they want to come out, and many came out without the support of the government.
You have also been saying that what you would like is the broom to be replaced with a pen in the hands of the sanitation workers and people, the caste privileged Hindus and the people of privilege from other religions in India. They should be the ones taking up the broom.
That is, no, I am saying instead of rather that, see, Ambedkar ka there is a slogan. He said that our people, they have to throw the broom and they have to take the pen. So this Jadu Chodo, Kalam Pakdo. This is
that's one of your slogans.
Slogans we are also taking to our bastis and all the living places wherever our people are there.
Right.
But now what happened, in the name of everybody must clean, you are coming back and telling even our children that you also must clean. Right. Like my lifestyle, my life. My mother has only one dream. She said, you do whatever you want, but you should not become a scavenger.
Right.
Your hand should not hold at any caste broom. That is the only the condition which my mother has told. Today the Prime Minister comes and tells to me that we are all cleaning, you also clean. My mother, my father and my 4 parents and everybody clean.
Your brother
my brother cleaned and everybody. You no need to come and teach me how to clean again. We know that and we want to come out. People who have never cleaned, for them you can go and tell. Right. For that you cannot generalize in the country where we are all living and say that everybody must. No, you have to say specifically. See, if you want to teach a kind of a literacy program, you will never go start in the JNU or DU university.
In postgraduate universities, you start in
somewhere where the people who are unable to read or write, you can go and start a literacy program. This is like you are coming back to the universities and teach. This I condemn. And I said very openly, this is we cannot accept. Then most important is.
So Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is like teaching literacy in postgraduate universities.
Yes.
People who have cleaned all their lives in previous generations, trapped in this profession, being asked to clean, whereas the people who've never touched a broom, not making that transformation into cleaning.
That is what, and they have to mention very clearly, it is a caste-based occupation which is going to break the caste. We are all must take the broom, and we ourselves we have to clean.
आजकल तो caste है नहीं ना, urban India, like you said, shining India में caste नहीं है.
That is what I said. So there are
we are blinding ourselves.
Has the privilege to say that there is no caste.
Right.
But the people who are actually they are the caste-ridden society victims, and everybody we say that there is. So another important thing which I want to mention about the Swachh Bharat is, when they launched, they said that we allotted the 2 lakh crores for the Swachh Bharat. When the scavengers who thrown the basket and they want to have the rehabilitation, government has no money, and they don't want to give any money to the Safai Karmachari women.
For our viewers, you were saying that we are paying a cess now, a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan cess on our taxes and every services that we use. There's a cess being paid, there's a 200,000 crore budget allocated, but none of it goes into rehabilitation of sanitation, manual scavengers, sanitation workers or the women.
No, it is going directly to the construction of the toilets. And the rehabilitation,
so
there is
just a construction program.
Construction. It is a construction. It is a mere toilet construction program, and it is a corporatizing the toilets of the country. And already we have the toilets in the country which we are unable to manage, and because we don't have the proper machines which can empty the septic tanks, which can properly make the sewage system to flow properly. So this is the struggle we are all finding now, whole of the country. For that, the people are entering into the sewer lines and septic tanks, and they are dying. For that only we did the Bhim Yatra, stop killing us.
We'll talk about the Bhim Yatra. About the Bhim Yatra, you started this Pan-India bus rally for 125 days from 2015 October, shining a spotlight on the plight of sewerage workers. And you carried a lot of very young widows whose husbands have died because of exposure to noxious gases, because they were forced to get into manhole covers and sewerage networks without any protective gear. I understand a lot of the sewerage workers die much before they even hit their 40. Is that true? And how has the Bhim Yatra either changed or brought awareness about the conditions of the sewerage workers, and how is the municipality reacting to your yatra?
In 2003 we filed the case in the Supreme Court. The judgment came in the 2014. So after the judgment, the government, they have to identify the people who died in the sewer line from the 93, and they have to compensate with the 10 lakhs to the deceased, to whoever. But what happened, the government just stopped taking any survey after the 2014. We waited almost 1 year, nothing has happened. We collected the data, and our data said 1,370 people who died in the sewer line within 2-3 years. So this data,
this was from which year to which year?
It is up to 2015, 14, 13, 12, 11.
Okay.
After
so you did a 5-year direct survey, primary survey, and it says that
it
about
is a sample wherever
people.
we got.
Yes.
And we who given the data and some paper.
And there's a lot of underreporting, not recognizing that also. Yeah.
So, but the government has not given any compensation. They have given so far only for the 36 people. Out of the 36 also, they have not paid the 10 lakhs to everybody. For few they given the 8 lakhs, for few they given the 2 lakhs. And the states of the Tamil Nadu and others, they have went to the Supreme Court stating that why we should pay if somebody dies in somewhere. It is not my business at all. So when attitude is going like this, we ask the government, you come with the notification, who is the responsibility to pay the 10 lakhs? Who is the responsible for all these deaths happened? And we said that you know that if somebody enter into the sewer line or septic tank, they will die. You know the scientific reason, how the human excreta will get decomposed, you know. You are not making any process for that, and you are making this as a methane and ethane and poisonous gases. And when the people enter into that, they are dying. When you know that, how you allow the people again every day. Even tomorrow, what is the mechanism the country or the society has the actually to clean the sewage lines? We don't have. So
Right.
in that circumstances, why you are not thinking?
So you think
they
the
said
state is culpable in this,
Yes.
and the municipalities have to
Yes,
take a responsibility?
and they have no answer, and they are just keeping quiet.
Are you also litigating on this? Is there a
Yes, we are
petition
going.
in
We
the?
are. And we told them very clearly, this you have to take as a national priority.
Okay.
So they said that, okay, we will do, but they are not giving any answers on that. And when it is coming to the compensation, they said that so much money we cannot pay. I got so really difficult to understand their attitude. For the life when the people are losing, you can't give even a 10 lakhs. and
I have heard you tell that we have money for bailing out banks,
Yes.
for bailing out corrupt
Yes.
crony capitalists,
Yes,
but
yes.
when it comes to
No,
the
you-
weakest, the state is almost at a war with its weakest.
No, even our budget for our defense and all is in lakhs, 1,46,000 crores of the rupees, something. And out of 100 rupees, 24 rupees we are spending. And like we have the capacity to launch the missiles, and we have the cryogenic rocket engines to make the technology we know. But we don't know how to clean our own the septic tank. This I felt very bad. And I felt that why our people are not thinking. They think that there are the scavengers, they will clean anyhow, why should I bother? I felt bad. And later when the people are entering and dying, that list we have given, they have not taken even a single step. Then I felt that when by knowing, if you are not making any effort and still the scavengers on your roll and making them to enter, we declared these are the political murders by the government. You are killing us. So that is the reason we declared that stop killing us.
So there are two questions that we have to wrap up this thing, and there are two questions that I think our viewers will be really interested in. Number one is, you have steadfastly been very insistent on not allying with any political party or faction, and you've said that this is a people's movement, Safai Karamchari Andolan, it has to stay as a people's movement. You've shunned political parties to even come in your rallies, and you've not allowed anybody to capture the brand or the slogans of Safai Karamchari Andolan. Why do you think in a democracy it is important for people's movement to be completely independent of political party affiliations?
See, actually whole Safai Karmachari Andolan and fight against the manual scavenging is the political issue. It is not the social issue at all. It is a political in nature. And it is in a democratic issue. And the demand is a democratic way we are doing. But the existing political parties, many political parties, their nature is mostly undemocratic. And another thing is there is a co-option mostly, and we support to them. They support very little, and they take all our people to their rallies, dharnas
Right.
like. But actually our issue of the manual scavenging will get diluted in their whole agenda. So Safai Karmachari Andolan, however, whatever small it is, it has 100% focus on one issue.
Okay.
So if you merge with anybody, then they will take and only ideology is the Baba Saheb Ambedkar.
Right.
So many political parties, they talk about the Ambedkar, but actually the mission of the Ambedkar, the perspective of the Ambedkar, nobody is ready to take it forward.
So this year has been very interesting. From January, Rohit Vemula suicide, to now when we are talking the Una atrocity on Dalits in Una in Gujarat. The media has been besieged with a lot of stories of Dalit atrocities. But the truth is that also that these atrocities were happening, this was because of the social media and independent media that a lot of this did get highlighted in the scale and manner that it is getting highlighted. Your co-awardee T.M. Krishna has also been awarded the Ramon Magsaysay in the art and culture category for democratizing Indian classical music, for breaking the upper caste stranglehold on the Indian classical music. Do you think, looking at the Dalit resistance, the Dalit uprising that is happening right now, and the way the mainstream media and the I think independent media was always concerned, but it's the mainstream media is also waking up and taking notice. Do you think the tide is turning? Do you think?
There is an assertion of the Dalits is remarkable. Despite of so much of the oppression, still the community has the capacity to fight back. It is a remarkable the phenomenal fight we must acknowledge, wherever they are fighting. I also belongs to the community. But even if I am not, I could have definitely appreciate the courage. But the past these few years, particularly these 2 years that new government has taken over, there is many things are changing. Before we felt that there is a problem with the society, in the communities and all, others are not allowing us to be as an equal. So we will go to the government and we will lodge the complaints with the collector, all these things. But at present what happened, the government and society got merged almost like. So when we are getting afraid, we go to the police station. In Una, there, the police has not taken any.
It
and in Haryana,
it happened, it seems, in front of the police station,
in the
almost
Haryana,
in
in
their
the,
premises.
near the police outpost, they killed 4 people.
Right.
Then where we have to go? Where is the law and justice we can go? So you talk about that.
You think the worst of society's prejudices are now getting an echo even in the government actions?
Yes. And they are not feeling bad for that.
It was there in the previous regime also.
Yes, always it is. When we are coming out and we say that you cannot do this, at least somebody from the government, they give the voice, this is not correct and it cannot continue. And Indian Prime Minister on the atrocities, whatever happening now, he has not said even a single word, which gives the courage for the perpetrators. So you say that this is not good for the democracy. If the Prime Minister, everybody will get alert, they think that this we cannot do now. So I am telling you are sitting in an important position. You have to see that all the citizens of this country must feel safe and happy. That kind of a thing he is not. And even the Home Minister also, he must take stringent action. It is not arresting the people who has taken the stick and beaten them. Actually, who made them to beat?
Yes.
And what is the ideology behind
what
that?
What gave the impunity
and why
also?
They are? What is the purity? What is the
Right.
impunity? What it is?
Right.
Why somebody should not eat? They are said that the lion or a tiger has eaten that. And today, can you bring back the lives of the people who lost there?
Right.
Whoever, they are the citizens of this country. How somebody can come and kill? So I am taking that law and order should be with the government. It should not be with the somebody's dominant or whoever you are.
Right.
That is not good for advisable to the democracy to flourish.
Right. I can see that your moral outrage is still very much there. Final words on the way forward.
See, actually, I hope that if we are all, India has a tremendous capacity, and there is nothing death for anything in this country. If you just take killing in the sewer lines and majority or minority, this kind of a differences, caste and the other prejudice, everything we take as an issues, recognize and start fighting against that. We will reach as soon as possible as a human society where everybody can feel happy in this country. That is what
questioning
my wish.
our own privileges
Yes.
and not blinding ourselves to the caste atrocities and any other form of atrocity.
Including manual scavenging
Absolutely.
or the patriarchy.
Absolutely.
And women, the situation in the country, I am not happy.
Okay.
It is not at all happy. So all these we must take the stock, think about that, honestly come with the solutions. We have the capacity to resolve everything.
Absolutely.
And Indian democracy, I have the tremendous confidence and faith. Definitely we can win
On the
over
bulwark
all.
of Indian
Yes.
democracy.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Bejwada Wilson. It was an absolute honor and pleasure. We definitely can see your moral outrage and you definitely deserve all our time and attention.
Thank you.
That was Bejwada Wilson, the Ramon Magsaysay Award winner. Thank you for watching News Laundry. Please remember, when corporations pay, corporations' agenda is served. When the public pays, your agenda is served. Please support independent media. Please support News Laundry. Help us to keep news free.
If you enjoyed that, click up here to support us and down here to subscribe. Be sure to check out our older episodes and the other stuff we do, like Can You Take It, I Agree, panel discussions, comics and animations, and much, much more.